Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome again to the Indonesian foreign policy course. Today we will discuss about Indonesian foreign policy under Jokowi administration or Jokowi Dodo. This is the current Indonesian president. Basically, Indonesian foreign policy is influenced by two factors. One is international factors and two is domestic factors. We'll discuss also the issues related to Indonesian foreign policy, where Jokowi leading this government. As a previous lecture, the international factors still influence Indonesian foreign policy, especially related to war on terror following 9/11 attack. It's still ongoing war on terror until today. And also US-China rivalry also influenced Indonesian foreign policy, as well as how global financial crisis across the globe is still running, even in some decline. However, US-China rivalry seems like to be more influence to Indonesian foreign policy because of the rise of China in the region and how the response of the US government to the massive spread of Chinese influence in the region. This is because Chinese government is very ambitious to realize what so-called as a Belt Road Initiative or Jalur Sutra, which is consists of two main corridor. The first is go through mainland, and the second corridor is go through maritime, pass to Indian Ocean until Europe. And luckily, maybe this is realized by Indonesian government that this project is very ambitious to build infrastructure in the region. So this is a big opportunity to Indonesia. So Jokowi administration very realized that this is a very opportunity, and to be part of this project is very beneficial to Indonesia. And Jokowi believed that Indonesian infrastructure, which is very left behind compared to other countries, will be increased significantly. And also because of the Chinese influence in the region, South China Sea became a new front line of regional conflict. And because of the rise of China and Chinese concern on the Spratly military base, so US China also responded by some comments, also as deployment some military assets with allies like Australia and the United Kingdom also. But also South China Sea disputes also proceeding regional tensions among climate states. Even Indonesia is not a climate state, but the Natuna Island status close to South China Sea in the last 3 years, I think it became a Jokowi concern on the sovereignty. And yes, because of the Jokowi concern on infrastructure, Chinese government also hugely invest in Indonesia, and this is became one of Jokowi achievements. He believed that this kind of project will increase significantly of Indonesian infrastructure. But also at the same time, U.S. foreign policy also responded by some policy in the region that it is just not easy to Indonesia. That's why, in some extents, many analysts say that Indonesia uh, tend to be close to China rather than the US. And this is the fact that the Chinese influence is very significant in the region, and Jokowi administration realized that this is beneficial for Indonesia, but at the same time will make new tension with the US. In the international context, Jokowi administration still continuing what has done by Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono administration. Under SBY administration, Indonesia became international spotlights because of the involvement in G20, ASEAN, Bali Democracy Forum, G8, and etc. However, the role of leadership of Jokowi, I think, is lack of international attention because of minimum appearance of Jokowi in international forums. That's why uh, Indonesian foreign policy in this context is, I think, I can say here that more dominated by Minister of Foreign Affairs Ratno Marsudi, and her role in international uh, representing Indonesia in international forum is very important. I think without her involvement in this context, I think Indonesian foreign policy will be decline, and because of, yes, this is a Jokowi vision that he prefer to concentrate on domestic affairs, especially in economy. And yes, because of Indonesia close to China, some issues in Indonesia is allegedly became some speculation that Indonesian affairs is influenced by Chinese influence. The first is, I think, is Jakarta election, 212 rally, reclamations, followed by Jakarta election and Bali bombing, as well as how Indonesian government treat Islamic groups, also indicates that Indonesian policy is influenced by Chinese government or Chinese influence. And sometimes uh, in social media say that if ulama or Islamic critics is get threat from maybe terrorists, they said that the actors is crazy. But if those actors is from Islam, they said that this is radical or this is terrorist. And this is in line with I think just last couple of weeks, that Australian scholars say that Indonesian government is tend to be more unfamiliar or maybe resistant against Islam. And this is very important that this kind of policy is hugely influenced by China. Even this is opposed by Indonesian government, but this is the fact that some issues spread in Indonesia indicate that Chinese influence is very significant. Okay, this is my presentation for this section. If you have any question or if you have any some arguments, please don't hesitate to write your comments, or just text me whatever you want to ask. And see you next time in the other lecture. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.